Awesome.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Are you here for the first Tea Company Sick Parade?
Yes!
I'm incredibly sorry, I didn't realise there'd be this many of you. Thank you for coming. There will be a court-martial shortly. Can I congratulate you on being here? Being here alone proves you're part of the First Tea Company. If you don't want to be, that's fine. It's a consensual military organisation. Do what you wish, and then we'll all figure it out afterwards. In about 30 minutes, or 20 minutes or so, Rachel should be here, and we shall once again court-martial Rachel. Once again, it will fail because I refuse to actually finish court-martialing her. However, it will be good fun and awful, and there'll be a lot of audience participation. Can I have a little bit of practice? Would everyone, on my mark, would you all like to shout objection? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
Lovely. If we, more of that we can have, the better. I think also, can we also try out "You Can't Handle the Truth"? Are we familiar with that? So 1, 2, 3.
You can't handle the truth!
Oh, you guys are the best! You make me so very, very happy. Yes, no, please, have cups of tea, chill out. I'm so sorry for burdening you with so many people. Yes.
I'm so sorry for bringing you as many customers as you can have.
One lady on her own.
Everybody's going to have these cocktails already. Sarah? It's alright, I'll drink beer, it's fine.
I hope you have a good time. If you have any questions, ask anyone. No one else knows. And 20 minutes or so, I'll shout at you all again in a good way. Thanks for attending.
When push comes to shove, you know who's really in charge.
I think we work right here, aren't we?
Excuse me, who had the idea to bring a rainy day parade into a pub? That'd be Jeff.
Oh, you think that was Jeff's idea?
Yeah, interesting.
You weren't here.
I organised it.
You weren't here.
I organised it with the pub lady last night. Jeff wasn't anywhere even in the room.
He led them here. He led them like sheep.
Yeah.
It's a trap!
You should all be really scared.
He led them holding a mug of tea.
This is how Nazi Germany started.
I was, but then it did sort of fail.
Yeah, you go to the store into one place now.
I was a miserable failure due to the fact that Jeff didn't got here. I was like, oh, I'll fail again.
People always look at the Morris help. Well, no, we're not.
Yeah.
The whip really doesn't work in tight in closed places, so we just end up with harsh language.
Was that going to
He's already got this theory years ago when we figured out how to get the drink
Oh, that's lovely. Supermarket, that's going to smart.
Where's Jeff?
Get on with it!
I told you he doesn't care about you. He doesn't care. I'm the one that cares. He doesn't love
Now's
you
not
lot.
the time for politics!
That's what this is all about. He's trying to get rid of, somebody who's a bit threatening within the power structure of the tea company.
It sounds like treason to me. Maybe we should stand for this sort of thing, really.
Well, maybe we should call Marshall. Oh, no, wait, hang on.
Yeah, could we call Marshall Jeff for not being here?
I think that's actually a very good idea. Power to the people! Freedom for tooting!
Can he be found in contempt of his own court?
I think we've definitely...
I think when Jeff gets back to
He's definitely...
Okay, new motion. You end up as... So Rachel stands as prosecution to Jeff. Good. Rachel, if you'd like to present your opening argument.
You can't handle it.
Yeah, exactly. Jeff certainly can't handle the truth. He's not even here.
Well, as long-standing members of the... and loyal members of the tea company, I feel that you've been sorely let down by the powers that be, and I just entreat you to find in your hearts the justice that should be meted out to the First Tea Lord in just showing his disrespect to all of you people by his absence. So please follow me in my motion against the First Tea Lord. And
I think at this point I'll have to promote young Ben here to actually defend the First Tea Lord in his absence. I admit it's the change of the normal schedule.
there can be no defence against the neglect.
I've come here today to to prosecute Rachel Reagan for tea dueling, but now I'm on the defence for the first tea lords, who apparently is no longer here and has gone somewhere.
And may well have been usurped.
We'll have no
Coffee!
We'll have no restless lips. In defence of the first tea lord.
We're waiting, Ben. Come on.
Even Ben can't handle the truth.
It's a nice
I got nothing.
He had a nice sheepskin.
I rest my case.
Jacket!
My
He's
lord.
got a very furry jacket.
That is quite a good argument. Excuse me. I'll just stare at her, make her feel really uncomfortable.
Makes us lots of money, first tea lord. He's not. He's funny. He makes us lots of money, first tea lord. That's the in defence of the tea lord. I think somebody should say something, really. In defence of the first tea lord, my admirable friend here, I would say that the first tea lord has led us here, even if he didn't necessarily book us here, and has always defended us against the perjuries of Rachel in the previous times.
I'm now being accused of that was never proved. The perjury was
The
never
alleged
proved.
perjuries
Even
previous
Mikey
times.
Smith couldn't prove that one.
I think the important thing to remember is the First Tea Company may be a consensual military organisation, but it is not a democracy. There has never been an election for the First Tea Lord. The First Tea Lord is an honorary position. It is held above all others. Whilst there might be elections for mere officers within the tea company, the First Tea Lord is a hereditary title.
Hereditary.
He will carry it forever in perpetuity.
Self-appointed.
It is, of course, it is a self-appointed perpetuity. Are all titles not
Prosecuting him now. You're supposed to be defending him.
I am defending him. Who said you were?
But you were just attacking him. That's my job.
I am making the point that it is, regardless of our opinion of whether he should or shouldn't be here, he is still the First Tea Lord.
But he's not here!
Who are we to judge our commanding officer on where he should or shouldn't be?
But is he going to let...
But he led us here!
He
He doesn't care about you.
We are not here to judge him.
He's abandoned
Objection.
coffee!
On what grounds?
We are here to discuss it.
No, we are here to prosecute for tea dueling.
No.
Now we're changing sides again.
Are we? You're in such a... Objection!
We're actually prosecuting you for contempt of your own
So at this point, I think the First Tea Lord should have his say, as everybody else seems to have done.
You've just got to defend yourself, really. I think there's no defence.
Unaccustomed as I am.
To tea speaking.
It's very simple. I mean, you could depose me if you wish. Depose me, a man who loves tea and refuses to kick people out of the First Tea Company. Or adopt Rachel, the hideous, vicious person who keeps kicking people out of the First Tea Company that she is. Is tea dueling a crime, I ask? I don't really care. As long as we get to have a nice little court-martial once a year, it's good by me. Do you like the status quo? Do you enjoy the beauty and the disorganisation that is? Do you love your First Tea Lord? Do you love the fact that the reason this was delayed was because he'd left to swap clothes with Eddie? A man who out of the goodness of his heart has come to help Jeff this weekend. And Jeff said, come and be me this week. Come and be me at the court-martial. I will go. I'll be out with the stool. I'll be doing that thing I just have to do. You enjoy it. And he got lost. Lincoln is big.
I told you he doesn't care. He doesn't even care about his replacement. He loses him between the stall and the pub. How tall is that?
Eddie got lost. It's not Eddie's fault he got lost.
No,
Poor
it's your
guy.
fault. It's your fault.
If he can't read signs,
You're in
is that my fault he can't read signs now?
I'm wearing your glasses. I can't read shit.
I'm not wearing my glasses, I can't read shit.
I tried to take mine off. I can't see shit.
Equal in this wonderful world.
Who's talking?
Help. What am I doing here?
In conclusion, actually, I know it's probably the best thing you do is do a shout off or something to see who wants me or you as first team.
Oh, yeah. Right, I might have to take my
I
jacket
think
off.
they should teach you!
That's an infamous
Really
Who
good
let us be
idea.
clear about this? Invented tea dueling solely as a thing he could ban for his fucking museum. I will stick with the 1605 rules.
Good work.
Yeah, see, part of my approach is going to
of some
remove
kind
items
for
of
which
clothing.
tea lord you would like.
As it gets warm.
Rules!
What shout? How do they shout? How are they going to this?
Why don't you just get people to show you an
Hold on.
You're supposed to be in
As the
charge.
person in charge here, I suppose the person who would like to be in charge, I suppose I better decide these
You better
things.
decide it.
Rachel didn't want to decide.
Notably.
I was going to throw it open
Rachel
to the
deferred
crowd.
to me to decide how you should exercise your democratic right. Not that you have one. I'm your dictator for life. So, if anyone would like me to remain as first tea lord, please shout "dictator for life."
You
If anyone would
bastards!
like Rachel as their first tea lord, please shout "long live Flocky knocking the hill of vilification."
Long live Floggy Hoggy Nilification!
I declare Jeff the winner.
I love you guys! You are the best! Next year will be so much worse than this. You love me.
Come on, shake hands with the camera. I'll get the other finger off next year as well. I'm going to get the next one off next year.
So there still has to be at some point a prosecution.
Well, we're going to do
Oh,
that.
am I?
I think we should.
Eddie, would you like?
I'm still on a charge after
You're
all
still
that.
in charge after all that, because now the charge has been developed, really, in
No,
it's not.
treason.
Let me be clear about this. This is a consensual
resign my
military
commission?
organisation. This is not a real one. We all know that, don't we? Good.
Hang on.
So here's the thing.
It's not real.
But it's not real.
This isn't real.
You're sure? Well, I don't think it is. Do you think it is?
I don't really know anymore.
You can't handle the truth. Reality.
If you don't want to be court-martialed, we could call it off. Because no one is going to be court-martialed against their will.
I'm up for it. You know, I'm fairly easy going, so I don't really care. Look, I've got beer. I don't
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. The court-martial will begin. Headed by guest prosecutor. Hold on for 1 second here. The usual prosecutor, Mikey Smith. I think he's something in chief of something. Being here due to unforeseen, unpleasant circumstances. Everybody, we'd like to say. What are we going to do in the dedication for Mikey? I don't know, something nice.
Tea.
Everyone, please shout tea solemnly for Mikey. Tea! Thank you. Your love is appreciated. We'll pass it on. Now, Mikey can't be here. Guest prosecution, we have the Black Bat Squadron, headed by Brigadier Matthew.
Thank you very much.
Hey!
I would now let the prosecution
Hang on,
commence.
why am I cheering my prosecutor?
Yes, exactly.
Hold on.
I'm so confused.
I've skipped top level here because technically, Robert, you are actually organising the proceedings.
And I think we're fine.
Right, hang on.
And now,
Hang on.
Hang on, right, I've got to get this organised. I'm going to get this organised. Right. Hand me the pashmina of justice. And then hand me the sorting hat of neutrality.
Hat of neutrality. As you can see,
there is nothing forsworn or forth. This is going to be a neutral trial.
he stands in the chair of wisdom.
He's a judge.
I don't often wear the pashmina, except on very solemn occasions such as this. And so we have a terrible trial. Terrible.
I've never seen worse.
So what do we want?
It is appalling.
Justice! When do we want it? Eventually. Are the chances negligible?
Mad courtroom of
Who comes on first then, the defence or the prosecution? Prosecution.
Yes, I think. Well, see, one of the great joys of being in command of any kind of unit is the fact you get to defer things. So actually, my prosecutor will in fact be Ben. Good man, carry on.
So this is the prosecutor who will be prosecuting the guilty subject here.
Objection!
In
Hang on, objection!
Objection?
You're supposed to be on my side.
I'm
We're married.
perfectly neutral.
He's neutral.
I am drinking the beer of wisdom. We shall drink.
10 pints, please, Barbara.
I give you the prosecutor.
I would like to call my first and only witness to the prosecution.
Witnesses.
Lady Reagan, please do take the stand. For your own prosecution. That's good.
Perhaps I need another beer.
Lady Reagan, in your own words, would you consider yourself to be an expert in the drinking of tea?
Most certainly.
Most excellent. Could you just demonstrate this to the court? Would you please describe the process of making a cup of tea?
Well, it mainly involves saying, Bob, Bob, I'm really thirsty. I really would like a cup of tea in my special fish mug, please.
That is accurate, I have to
That's pretty
concede
accurate.
And in your opinion, would it be necessary to be an expert, in your expert opinion, as a tea drinker, would it be a requirement to be able to drink tea in order to take part in tea duelling?
Is that a technical question?
I think it is.
But
You can't handle the truth!
I like you guys.
my lord, I am asking a proven expert in tea drinking her expert opinion on tea. So I do feel that my question should be allowed to stand.
Drinking tea doesn't necessarily require tea drinking, does it?
As a judge of tea dueling, I must say
Well, hang on.
that the tea is never drunk, but the biscuits are dunked.
So in the interest of justice, we will let this shameless lawbreaker have the say.
Can we just say, I don't like where this questioning's going, really.
I don't know where it's going.
Objection, my lords. What do they say on that show?
Just objection.
No one but you
Irrelevant.
can judge me now.
Irrelevant. Yeah.
He's leading the witness!
Yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. You can be my defence next year, okay? You've got the job, all right?
Unlucky.
I'm quite liking the entire team of defence lawyers you've got.
It's all this side of the room.
That's okay, I'm standing right behind you.
Back to
Oh, yes, so no,
Circle the wagon.
I will nothing.
It's baloney.
It's a whole load of who
Oh
shot
no,
John?
who shot John? Yeah.
We will move on to the question of biscuits. Now, do you consider yourself to be an expert in biscuits?
Objection.
Objection.
Objection over there, gentlemen there.
Yeah. Leading.
Leading, yes.
You're forcing her to convict herself.
Yes. That was the idea. We only have one witness.
It's not really in her own interest to do that, is it?
She is an expert on biscuits. She is an expert
I really don't like
consumption of
biscuits, actually. Savoury biscuits with cheese. Very good. Chocolatey biscuits, not really. No.
Objection! What about malted milk?
I don't.
Can I have a show of hands for Burn the Witch? Ocean carriage. That's what I call justice.
I think I've only got one thing to say, which is, in the words of Eric Cartman, screw you guys, I'm going home. Oh no, I've still got some beer left, so I'll say it. It's not tea, you know. It really isn't. It's actually beer. So very nice.
Have you any more?
Is that it? Is that the defence?
Have you under defence? Whose side are we on?
No, right.
Sorry, am I being tried for
Are
something?
you me? Am I you?
I'm confused. Have you ever held a title relating to tea duelling?
You can't handle the truth.
I think that's the main sticking point of my defence. It's
There is an issue there, isn't there? Yeah.
Unfortunately, I actually, what does it say there? Tea
dueling champion.
Tea duel
2012.
champion. We present. It is
damning evidence, isn't it?
It does seem that
of the world.
The only witness for her own prosecution has presented the only piece of evidence you've ever had. And it is, I believe, fairly damning.
Hoisted her own petard, you might say.
Yes. Is it? Good question. Is it genuine? Now, for instance, is this a real medal?
Is it made of chocolate?
How authentic is this? Do we have any experts on medals in the house?
Oh, yes.
Do we have any? Producer?
I'll volunteer.
A real medal.
Fine real.
It's not a real. It's not one of those medals you would buy in the place that does your soul healing and cuts your keys by any chance.
That seems genuine to me. It's not chocolatey.
That seems genuine to you.
You can't handle me.
Don't buy a used car from this man. He says it's a genuine medal which has genuine credibility. Oh, I hate to use that word.
Objection, I have no credibility.
No credibility at all, yes. I think we just undermined that witness.
However, all this said, is that all the evidence you've got to offer?
Well, I've got one witness and her own piece of evidence. So,
oh, she's the witness. And she had the damning evidence.
Yes.
Which she
didn't think this through, did you?
Well, the prosecution rests.
Objection! No, we have the defence. Who's the defence?
We're the defence.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you can tell from the hat of neutrality.
Oh, we'll get you. Okay, we do have a defence.
We have a defence.
And our defence comes, as it does every year, in the shape of a song. Now, in Brighton, we have a wonderful gentleman, you may have heard of him, called Terry Garrigan. Anybody heard of Terry Garrigan? He writes a thing called Brighton the Musical, and he adapts well-known songs, sing them about Brighton. This particular song is adapted from the song Bright Eyes.
And you can all join in the chorus.
Watership Down. And you can join in the chorus because we have the chorus written on pieces of paper. I'll sing the verses, we all sing the chorus.
Yeah, try and let some of the people over see it. So sort of do a round.
It's not big enough. I can't see it. Hold the chair.
And I'll catch the...
Yes, exactly. Catch the falling man, yeah.
Okay.
Put him in your pocket so you can
I do the verses, we all do the chorus. There's a building shaped like an onion, a seagull eating a condom, a man and a woman completely new, for all to see. Where can I be?
I know, we missed a bit out there.
Brighton and Devon Island. Too far, and everyone sleeps with everyone else, and there's nowhere to park your car. Brighton. There's a pier for people to sit on, a pier for pigeons to shit. On Sundays we like to stroll on the prom. It's not too far, and everyone sees everyone. defence rests.
Yeah. So the question is, there you go. At the end of it, is she innocent or is she guilty? I think we should probably let the hat of neutrality decide. What do you say, sorry?
Sadly, my lord, we actually can't proceed because the first Tea Lord's not here. Objection, it's not really the first Tea Lord.
Objection! Many times over.
As we have just elected him to be a dictator for life, he does have to be present at every court-martial.
He does.
If we hadn't had an attempted coup, obviously Megan would be guilty now, and we could take her outside and make her drink a cup of coffee.
I was the first Tea Lord, then I would be guilty and...
Absolutely, because you'd be present at your own court-martial. and therefore we could use your authority as the first Tea Lord to make you guilty.
It's all so simple, isn't it?
That's a good job for you, that didn't work, really.
Can we just vote on who understood that? I'm not sure I'm following it.
You're not supposed to understand it, it's the law.
Well, I'm afraid, therefore, we have no choice but to
Throw out the charges!
throw out the charges.
Point of order, we will simply defer until next year.
Well done, excellent, jolly good.
Jolly good.
Next year, is Jimmy Savile really guilty? And on that tasteful note, Rolf, don't get me going on Rolf.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, bless you, bless you.
I think I've got a much fairer trial with you guys in charge than that reprobate Smith and his trumped up arguments and charges. So yes, company dismissed.
Yes, sorry, yes. Yes, the Asylum. Bringing to justice my evil wife.
Yes, we just saw the...
Did you video it?
Yes, a video.
Oh, excellent.
Yep, that's going up right up on YouTube. How do you feel the court-martial went?
I think it was a very fair decision. I mean, what can you do? I mean, I personally think she might have been guilty, but we'll never know now.
We'll never know, not until next year.
I'm sorry. And she'll be tried for the same thing 3 times, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yes, and you have a new book out.
Do I?
Yes, Alice on Mars, I believe.
Oh, yes, I do have that one out. Yes. This is a illustrated book. I spent about 4.5 months doing it. It's Alice in Wonderland's final adventure. She's about 15, 16. She's working in a music hall with a trained Kiwi act. And one night when she's walking home from the music hall, she is abducted by Martians, taken away to Mars just before the War of the Worlds. And if anybody's done that before, I don't believe it. I mean,
jolly good.
I'm very proud of it. It's a limited edition, 3,000.
Yeah.
Buy it through my Facebook page, and I think it's one of the best things I've ever done. Have you got it? You did? I've sold
I got a copy. Yeah, fantastic.
Yes.
Yes, and there's also a film opportunity.
This is an interesting one. Yeah, a guy called Martin Gooch. He's a very well-respected independent filmmaker, won a number of awards, and I'm an enormous fan of independent filmmaking. Yes, okay, box office filmmaking, yes, but it has a machinery that goes with it. It has all the baggage that goes with making movies for profit, as opposed to making movies for the love of making movies and making movies that you really care about the way you'd like to make them. So he's a very sincere filmmaker, and he's making my wonderful book, I hope it's wonderful, into a movie. And we're hoping to get as many kind of steampunk people and everything involved in it. We'll be running again. There's a Facebook page, Alice on Mars, the movie. If you'd like to get involved in it, go to be a like on the Facebook page, and hopefully we can find something, because we just want to get lots and lots of people involved all over there are so many people with so many skills, and it'll be a chance to showcase a lot of people, you know. Needless to say, there's never any money. You know, I have to go and say, would you do it cheap? Which breaks my heart, because I think people should be paid what they're worth, but not always have you got the money to pay them. And you have to then say, if they had to say, well, no, you know, you would need full price, you say, well, it's fair enough, you know. But, you know. So we hope we can get some people interested, and we hope we can make a nice movie. And he wants to spend as much money as he possibly can, and he wants to spend as long as it'll take to produce something good. So I'm very thrilled about the whole thing, as you can imagine. You know, it's quite a. I mean, I've been waiting a mere 30 years for that. I'm very thrilled about it. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, and do you have any future projects planned?
I'm doing another illustrated book. I'm doing a thing at the moment for the Royal Observatory, and they kind of launched it yesterday. It's called Longitude Punked, and it's about the discovery of the machine that could work out longitude, except in this exhibition it's a kind of steampunk version, and a lot of the really good people like Ian Crichton, you know, hair doctor, the model makers and such like Dr. Jeff's involved in it, various other sort of well-known figures in the world of steampunk, you know, very skillful artists and people are making things, and it's going to be a big exhibition next year at the Royal Observatory, and I've been asked to contribute some illustrations. I'm also writing a narrative that runs right through it. So it's an exciting project, and I mean it's very kind of prestigious to do something for them.
Yeah.
So that kind of go on my CV, and then after that I'm working on I'm also doing 11 audiobooks at the moment. 11 audiobooks I'm in the studio doing. I've done 2 of them. It's exhausting. This is why my face is covered in eczema and horror, because it's just so stressful, you know. And then I'm doing another illustrated book after that. It's my autobiography. It is called. This is so funny. I, Robert. See where you're going with that, hey? I, Robot, God,
I, Robert.
What can you say?
Right, well that's absolutely fantastic, and we'll be seeing you next year, won't we?
That, I don't know. I don't know whether what happens next year. I don't know what happens next year. I have no idea. I mean, the future is always completely open. Maybe I don't know. If it's my last Asylum, that's fine. I've had 5 years. It's been a lot of fun. You know, if we come again, we come again. But I mean, at the moment, I have no idea. That's a year away.
Yeah.
But it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
It's been fun. Met a lot of great people.
Wonderful. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Rankin.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.